Fuck.
Welcome to the podcast. That's 2 minutes of silence.
Oh, man.
It's us, yeah.
It's us, yeah!
It's a good thing Kris realized that. So we've been muted for 2 minutes.
Are you just gonna leave it?
Talking, yeah.
Just kind of loafing. It's a podcast.
Loafin'.
Doing the intro again.
We talked about Sims and how everybody is bros with the rock out thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's Joseph, by the way.
I'm Joseph.
I'm Kris.
My name's Myles.
That's also Joseph.
Minecraft
No.
tips and tricks. No!
How dare you?
I would kill myself twice. Alright, welcome to the podcast again.
I'm Myles.
That's Myles.
It's us!
Yeah!
Uh,
Alright, Kris, what have you been playing?
a little bit more God of War, because I've got that New Game Plus unlocked
That's
for
fucked up.
myself. It's pretty cool. They added red tier of gear in that mode, which is neat. It's all more powerful.
So explain New Game Plus to everybody, for people that don't know what it is.
It's when you beat the game and then you start the game again, you have everything.
Okay, now explain gear to people. What is gear in video
It's
games?
when you get stuff that you slap on your guy and it makes him stronger.
Okay, so
New Game Plus gear now.
New Game Plus has gear now.
Has more better gear.
Did they change the colors of the gear that you get?
Like the rarity tier?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's red now. Before it would be like, I think it was like green, then blue, then yeller. Or then, maybe it was purple, then yeller. I think is how it
I
went.
don't
Okay.
remember.
And now it's rouge.
Rouge,
I beat that game once.
which is
Yeah.
red for French.
But they did a cool thing too, where not only is there a new rarity tier of armor, there's some all new ones. I think I've mostly just been seeing like plus versions of
Plus.
existing ones, which
Plus.
is neat. But they also have slightly different designs in the plus versions of them, which is cool.
Like the physical armor?
Yeah, the physical
Cool.
armor looks a little bit different in the plus versions of them.
Cool.
And what's extra cool is that some of the gear, including like amulets and even armor pieces, there is a new mechanic where if you upgrade it fully, you can then go to the shop and bust it down into an enchantment that has the effect of that piece.
Oh damn! Put it in something else.
Yeah.
That'd be great if the game had, like, endless co-op dungeons in it.
Yeah.
Or just endless dungeons. Period.
Yeah.
I love gear and I love, like, looting out a character and stuff and getting all of these cool things and then having nothing to use it on.
Yeah. What I'm probably going to do is gear myself up all the way through this playthrough, and then I might actually attempt the Give Me God of War difficulty.
Can
after
you
that.
do New Game Plus Plus?
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, because if you can carry it a third time and just keep upping the difficulty, that's at least a progression of sorts.
I don't know if the gear will keep bouncing, though.
Why not?
At the very least, what...
If you can get the highest gear for a full run-through.
Yeah, that's what, at the very least, I'm hoping for that, where I can tech all the way up and then start like the hardest difficulty and be like, all right, I'm just going to go in with the beefiest women.
I'm ripped beef women. I'm ripped balling. Ready to go.
women.
Beef women!
That was really good. Everybody go watch.
Whatever that was.
It was a reading of...
A script based on Harry Potter written by an AI.
Mm-hmm. Just Google that. You'll find the
Those
video.
exact words.
The video's amazing.
That's all I've been playing, really. And then we dingers started some Diablo last night.
You had some fun with that.
Yeah. I was actually having a really good time. And then it turned out I chose the wrong seasonal character.
You picked the slowest starting one.
I picked a Crusader, and it's 4-piece set.
I feel your pain because I did it last season as well, and I was bashing my head off that table for a while, so it's annoying.
Yeah.
It is.
Any y'all dingers been playing anything else, Myles? What about
Diablo
you?
3.
Been
Nice.
playing more Dokkan Battle?
Yeah, but
Yes.
As per usual.
yeah, I'm waiting for. So I didn't get to go see the movie today because the roads were too shit. So I had to book tickets.
Yeah, weather's been holy.
I had to book tickets for Wednesday. The weather's supposed to be a little bit better.
Wednesday, yeah.
So, but in Dokkan Battle, speaking of Dokkan Battle, I'm waiting for the Broly, the Gogeta, the Goku, the Vegeta, the Frieza to all be brought into Dokkan Battle from that movie.
When's that supposed to happen?
I don't know yet. It's
You
in
think they'd line
Japan.
that
Like,
up
they're
with
in
the movie?
circulation in Japan, but they're not part of the global set yet. So,
Did you add DBZ Heroes to the news?
No.
You want to throw that in there?
Okay.
so whenever they drop on global, I'm just saving up Dragon Stones now, so that I
Drop
can
it
just,
all on it right
just
away.
use it all right away. Try and get... all I want is the Broly. and the Gogeta.
It's cool that you can start saving up stuff now to unlock whatever you want.
I mean, like, there are things that I could spend them towards, but I have no interest in getting those characters now. Like, if anything, it's just to buff the characters I already have, right? Because you have to sacrifice a character to another one to increase their level and stuff.
Bloodful.
So it sounds like the standard mobile game progression thing. Like, it's just over time, you just get things and they get better, and then you blow up all your cards to make a bigger card.
And then you hit a wall and they're like, how about you give us some money?
Absolutely.
And I always will.
And I have totally paid at least $200 for the game. But, like,
It's something you play and like, so...
there's one card that is a Goku and Frieza, and it's the ending fight with Jiren, right? Like, it's that scene, that's their super move.
That's cool.
I want that card really badly, but it's, like, super uber rare, right? And there's a guy that has it completely 100%, like, the hidden potential, which you need 4 others to... like, fully unlock it. He has it rainbowed.
So he just threw like $30,000.
I was like, you've clearly paid like $1,000 for this game.
That's
clearly.
crazy.
So I don't even know. I've never actually seen Dokkan Battle in action. Really, is it a card game or?
You're
basically.
You're getting characters and you put the thing along the stuff. Right,
do you battle other players, or do you battle other players' decks?
No, you can. As far
like,
as
is it a real time, or is it you're just fighting what they have?
Like the most like one-on-one action you can do is you enter the world tournament, and then everybody enters their decks, and then I think you play their decks, like you were saying.
Yeah. So it's
but even that's difficult because some people have
it's WWE super
strong decks,
but
like
Dragon Ball.
So I'm trying to compile like a super team, a villain team. The Ginyu Force, I told you, I think I said it a long time ago, was super good, but I've made a really strong super team now. That I did a boss rush, which is fight all the bosses in the game, and it's really, really hard. Yeah. And I just steamrolled it with the super team I made. So,
are you able to do all of the like PvE content without any issues now, or is there still stuff to work towards?
Most of it. So you like when you fight bosses to get like medals to put towards the characters to get them up to the next level to like evolve them, kind of thing. There are 2 difficulty levels. The first one will give you a random amount of those medals you need from 2 till 6. And then if you play it on the difficulty up, which is always like twice as hard, it gives you an automatic 7. 7 is the most you can get out of an event.
Okay. There's 7 Dragon Balls.
Oh my god. So probably. So you have to weigh your options, right? Do you want to do the other one faster, get less medals, or are you willing to... Are you good enough
time, be slow
to do the 7 one all the time? Because there's no time limit for fights, right? It's just try not to die.
Yeah.
So.
That's cool.
Yeah. There's a lot to Dokkan Battle.
That's good. Yeah, if it's a game that's going to like ask for your time to play, then it better provide the content that's worth the time.
Yeah. And so it's a game that relies on stamina, right? Like, you know how you have energy for games, right? But I have so many fucking Dragon Stones now that I'll just drop a Dragon Stone to refill my stamina and go again. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I get Dragon Stones fast enough that...
Just keep playing.
That doesn't really matter.
Keep playing until you're done.
Like, I'm at 167 Dragon Stones now, so that's 3 summons towards the Broly, Gogeta, and so on and so forth when they drop.
Right.
But I need more.
So you got a shot.
Yeah, like I'd like to have 250 Dragon Stones by the time they come out, so I can take 5 shots at it.
Yeah.
And be disappointed even more when
and
you
then I'll
don't.
That's how my life is. Yeah.
and then I'll be that guy that drops money into it to try and win.
I want the new cool shiny things, so I'll get them.
But yeah, other than that, we played some Diablo 3. This is the most fun I've ever had for a season.
Because they made all the numbers bigger.
Yeah.
I've never been the explodey chicken before, and it's fucking amazing.
Yeah, Myles is playing as the witch doctor, the chicken doc, and just exploding everything.
Honestly, it's truly amazing. And using fire bats on top of that.
Yeah.
So it's really good. I like it a lot. I'm looking for. I think we're gonna roll wizards next for just some fun fucking around because they're gonna be
fucking around.
Talrasha or DMO, one of the 2.
Yeah. I've never tried that before, so I've never been a wizard actually. Now that I think of it,
Talrasha is incredibly fun.
So when you're making seasonal characters, does Paragon carry between those?
Yeah.
Cool. This is my first season that I've played.
So you're going to want like 600 Paragon before you bother making a second character, just so that you have a ton of base stats and then power level. And what you'll do is get a high solo Greater Rift so that you can get a ton of blood shards at once, then go spend them all on your other character to gear it out. You don't even play it until it's geared out.
Yeah, get it to level 70 and then spend all the blood shards on your new character.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
How about
pretty
you,
good.
Joe? Other than Diablo? Or do you have anything you want to say about Diablo?
No, I'm playing a Barb because that's just... I was Monk for the longest time, and then I just decided to do Barbie, and holy shit, Whirlwind is fast this season. It's disgusting.
Like a Beyblade.
Yeah.
A Beyblade and an exploding chicken.
Yeah.
Here you come.
Yeah. And eventually your Crusader will be dropping oil barrels on everything.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah. Donkey Kong build. I've been playing WoW. Obviously, I'm leveling up a Dark Iron Dwarf because they're really cool. And, I have Exalted on everything except for the turtles.
Nice.
Which is pretty dope.
Wow.
I don't think it does anything. And
Why don't you have Exalted Turtles?
Does it at least
takes
get
so
you...
fucking long.
Well, you better get on that shit. What are you doing here?
Does
to
it at
grind out
least-
those turtles.
Does it at least get you a pet?
Like
a cool pet or something?
Once you get Exalted, and then you continue to, 10,000 each time, you get a bounty bag that has a chance to get different items and stuff related to that faction.
Cool. Do they get you... No.
I don't think it's mounts anymore, but I think pets are
Turtle mount.
in there.
Cool.
I thought that was how I got Little Bitey Boy. I can't remember. That might have been Islands. But yeah, they said Season 2 for BFA is not going to have the new allied races, which means nobody's playing Season 2 at all.
Really?
It's going to be 8.1.5 comes out while Dazar'alor is up. So they might launch with the third raid, which is a mini raid, and then I'll play as the Kultiran humans for a while.
I was gonna say, what's the patch I'm waiting for to jump back in?
8.1.5.
Okay.
Yeah, which will be halfway through Season 2. I want some of the PvP mounts that they have. They're really cool looking. And my boom chicken's getting close to 120.
Is it boob chicken?
My boom chicken. Little shanky boy. Stabs people and blows them up.
No, it summons in rays of death from the sky.
He just stands there, clapping his hands above his head, and shit explodes.
Can you affect the appearance of the boom chicken?
What do you mean?
Like make it look different.
Each race has a different looking boom chicken.
So you can't gin up a slutmog for the boom chicken?
No, they don't have armor, but I would wear the metal bra thing that I have on my boom chicken if I could.
Because then it would be a boob chicken.
My huge dumpling shaped panda is running around in metal bra and a bikini metal thong thing.
Nice.
It's glorious. It's a good game.
The flesh spilleth over.
Yeah, there's just panda everywhere. That's I think all I've been playing.
Except for copious amounts of Raft.
Haven't played Raft in a while. I've been more reading and watching movies lately, actually.
Yeah, what was the other thing you said you saw? Oh, yeah, you saw Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, I watched Bohemian Rhapsody, which is fucking amazing.
I want to see it.
Good.
I really enjoyed it. The guy that played Freddy is...
He's the dude who played Mr. Robot.
Yeah.
Guy, right?
He's a really good actor.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I watched the new Dragon Ball movie, which is good. We'll be discussing it once Myles sees it and Kris sees it.
I won't see it for a while.
We'll be discussing it when Myles sees it then. I imagine you don't care much about spoilers.
No.
Okay. And then I've been finished Mechanicum, but we'll talk about that in the Warhammer Corner.
Yee.
All right.
On to the news.
On to the news. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. First story is that Rocket League has gone full cross-platform.
So I'm not going to lie.
You thought that had already happened.
I thought it had already happened.
It had pretty much all...
Wait a minute. Yeah, I thought I read that 2 months ago.
So-
It was the only other game that is completely cross-platform.
It was... They had discussed plans to do so. And before now, it had been cross-platform in every capacity other than PlayStation. Now PlayStation's...
Now that PlayStation is letting it happen, they should leave Sony out of it.
Yes.
You had your shot. You can suck a dick.
Invite only.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah, boys only.
Boys only. What was it? What we were talking about?
Warhammer. But it was the end of a podcast.
It was all right, boys. And someone's like, and girls. I'm just like, boys only.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that was like for Warhammer.
This is a He-Man Woman Haters Club.
But yeah, fuck Sony. Good. That's good that Rocket League is crossplay.
Yeah.
Is that the second game that's full crossplay?
Yeah, full dinger.
Okay.
Behind only Fortnite.
Yeah. Yeah, more games need to do that. I'm wondering how much of a pain in the ass it is to finally get Sony to cave on your game specifically. If you have to pass certain parameters or guidelines.
You have to present some kind of business case to them, and they're like, yeah, we'll probably make money.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be like that. It should be, yeah, no, your game just works on all platforms.
I mean,
I'm not giving Sony any like, yeah, you did it because you still haven't. You're still fucking stupid.
The only use case or the only convincing they should ever need is that, okay, if we make this game full cross-platform play, that means that our game is going to last longer because we don't have this split community between all these different devices that slowly dwindle in isolation. We're going to have a game that can live longer, and therefore people can spend more money on it longer, and then therefore you can make more money off of us longer.
Yep.
Like, that's
really
the only argument that needs to be had, I would think.
Or Sony goes out of business. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, get God of War back where it belongs, in the hands of David Jaffe.
On the Jaffe Box 360, because Sony's dead. Alright, moving on. That's cool. Another crossplay game. Yay.
Yeah. Next up is Anthem.
Not crossplay.
No. But they have announced it's going to have an open demo. And they're not calling it a beta, which is kind of cool.
So, want to just clarify, because I'm sure everybody all over is like, no, they're calling it a beta. Every news publication in the fucking world is calling it a beta.
But EA is not calling it.
EA is calling it a fucking demo, which is very exciting.
Yeah, it doesn't really mean much, but the hope that gives me is that so many of these other companies will say, oh yeah, we're going to have an open beta, and then people play it, and they're like, yo, this is full of the XYZ that's wrong.
And they're like, oh, it's just a beta.
Well, it's just a beta. It's not finished. Obviously, duh. Why would you even have any criticism? It's just a beta. And then, of course, the game rolls around and all that shit's still there.
Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, every other EA game.
Battlefield 5.
Now, they have said that...
Wait, no, the beta was better.
Battlefield 5 was better than the beta.
So they have said that there are going to be things in the demo that aren't going to be reflective of the full game. Like, there's going to be economy changes and some balance changes as well.
Kind of bump you through, make it easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's cool. Open beta starts February 1st. There's gonna, for pre-orders, there's like a VIP early beta that starts the...
Pre-order now.
25th.
Pre-order for the Nuketown bonus map.
That's cool. The other thing that they said about Anthem is that every activity in the game is gonna have matchmaking.
Yeah, Bungie, you fucking idiots. That's all I have to say to that.
I don't know, I feel like we're getting...
We couldn't do matchmaking because people wouldn't figure out how it works. Then let them not figure out how it works.
Yeah, fuck them.
Then they'll not use it. No harm, no foul.
Half of the fun... Like, I remember when Destiny 1 came out, like, one dude sent me an invite in the tower and was like, want to join us for the raid? I'm like, I've never done a raid. He's like, perfect, neither have we. We didn't even make it to the first boss, I feel like. We just kept dying.
And you had a glorious time.
It was an hour and a half and it was a riot. And I'm like, why don't they have matchmaking? It would just be this. And that's all I want. You don't have to make things easier because there's matchmaking.
Yeah.
LFR for raids in WoW is still a fucking nightmare because everybody's retarded.
I am also of the mind, though, when it comes to loot shooter stuff, leave the puzzles out of it.
Oh, do not do puzzles. No, like, you can have a thing where it's like, oh, you gotta shoot the things, then run through the door or something like that. But my god, if it's any more complicated than that, you can fuck yourself.
Bungie.
Yeah. Bungie.
Honestly, man, even that's
Pieces of
complicated
shit.
sometimes with the teams that we've had.
Yeah. I gotta say, like, it's kind of incredible when you have 20 random or 25 random people together in a WoW raid and they're able to solve, like Cahoon, for example, solve all of the puzzle elements going on and win, and it's amazing. But holy shit, it works 1% of the time. Like, trying to form a group to do stuff is impossible. And that's in a shooter where it's a much wider audience of people that are just here to shoot things.
What do you mean I don't just pull my gun at the thing and...
You can't expect people to do that.
What kind of digger is this?
If they want to have, like, puzzle elements and puzzle things out in the open world and the free roam and stuff like that,
like
Guild Wars 2 did
content.
that really well.
Like solo missions, sure, have a little puzzle.
Yep.
Puzzle doodle.
I don't mind platforming. I don't mind jumping. I don't mind solving, I guess, menial puzzles. Like, shoot the thing and run through the door. That's okay. But
Or stand on this. While you're standing on this, you can damage them.
Yeah, that's fine. But anything that contradicts the rest of the game, don't do that.
We don't have any idea of what Anthem's endgame looks like.
All of the dungeons that I've seen are just blow this thing up.
Cool.
Yeah.
And dungeons are their endgame?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's like their, like a raid?
I think they're just like dungeons, 4 players.
Okay.
And then there's world bosses.
Cool.
Where you'll run into random people out in the wild.
I know we're setting ourselves up for disappointment, but man, this game's looking pretty
Sounded like
good.
they're taking all of the things that I like from WoW, not from Destiny, which is more exciting to me than anything.
Cool.
I hope it's twitchy as fuck.
Yeah, it seems fast.
I hope it's like Warframe twitchy.
That's
if you play as the, what is it called, the Ranger?
Yeah.
Right? Is that
the
the
ninja.
One? The ninja one? That's the, yeah.
I was looking at the ninja, and it was like, yeah, it looks kind of cool, but, like, utility outside of its ult doesn't seem that great. The fucking basic bitch Starbucks white girl one looks really goddamn good. Like,
it's just Iron Man.
Yeah, its grenade output damage is fucking insane.
I was gonna say, if that's better than the ninja, then I'll just...
But the ninja, I don't know, the ninja looks like it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of, like, get in, do combos and stuff, and slash people to bits, and then get out kind of thing.
It looks fun. I can't see its utility being great for dungeons. Like, its use doesn't seem amazing.
Fuck it, I won't do it then.
I mean, I'm going to be the juggernaut, so
that'll
draw
here's
aggro.
the thing, is like, you just like, oh, it doesn't work, and I'll change.
That's the thing, you don't have to
just
commit.
re-gear slightly. Like, you have access to all of them all the time.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's
yeah.
cool. I was worried that you didn't.
Like,
you don't have
I'm
to make a
looking
new
forward to
character.
going
Yeah.
into
I was worried
a
it was a Destiny
dungeon
thing.
where all of us are Astartes super soldiers.
Yeah.
Because the ult on that one looks...
Oh, you're talking about using the juggernaut, like the,
Yeah.
what is it, the Colossus?
Yeah, the ult on that one looks amazing.
All of us just
It's
use
like, it's mini nuke launch, like, and it shoots 4 times.
I'm looking forward to using that one.
Yeah, it looks pretty
Let's
fun.
all just be that and blow ours.
Yeah.
I don't know, that wizard thing looks really cool,
Yeah, the
too.
wizard's ult is like element, meteors for each one. So it's the Tarasha build. Like, that's...
Oh no, guys, it might be that one
it looks
instead.
really good. Like, 2 wizards would be pretty hilarious. Just lightning everywhere.
Lightning blast.
Fuck your frame rate. Alright, next story. Next news.
Next news.
News next.
So Assassin's Creed Odyssey put out a DLC.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you know about this one. So they put out DLC.
What they do? How bad?
So the
Personally, I don't find it that bad.
Yeah.
The world is upset about it, though. And
I find
oh,
it,
boy.
I am very amused.
Chris finds it hilarious. It's 2019. Everything is funny to Chris.
Okay.
So, the end of the latest DLC, spoilers, I guess, involves your character, regardless of your choices, prior to that, choosing to have a romantic relationship with a character of the opposite sex,
Yes.
to have a baby, to
Oh.
prolong your lineage, right? Because it's Assassin's Creed, you need to have a lineage, right?
No, there's no sex scene. Well, what's the point?
Well, it's a bad
Anyway,
game, then.
people immediately became enraged because, well, if you were playing as a gay character, suddenly that doesn't make any sense.
Sure, you can play as a gay character, but the character's not gay. Fucking idiot.
But,
That's dumb.
so, I do partially agree in that in a game that lets you choose, and apparently in this scenario, you can rebuff this character's romantic advances, and then it just happens anyway. So I do agree to the extent that it is bad writing to give you a choice, and
And then take it away.
and then ignore that choice. Plus, there's a million other ways that if Ubisoft really cared to be inclusive, LGBT, everybody, rainbows, they could have written other scenarios for your character to
Reproduce.
procreate,
Yeah.
right? Because this is Assassin's Creed. There's ancient god
Space
items or whatever,
apples.
space weapons that'll clone you and you have a space baby or whatever,
Yeah.
right? There's all these other things they could have done. That being said, all the people that are my character was hetconned and you're just queer baiting and all that stuff. It's no, I have no sympathy for you. 'Cause if you're arguing under that banner, under identity politics, no.
It's a video game.
It's a video game. Criticize it for bad writing, because that's what it is. It's
Yeah.
just bad writing. But that's all it is. It's just bad writing.
Bad writing
Who
and
cares?
silly decisions by Google.
Yeah.
That's
And you know, all these people, if they had done the opposite, where it was your character was written into a gay relationship mandatorily,
Yeah.
they'd be like, this is the best thing, and anyone who has criticism for it is homosexual.
It's homosexual.
Is homophobic.
Chris.
You get so passionate about these things.
They're homosexual!
You know that would happen, though,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. No, because it's not.
Rules for thee and not for me. That's all it is. It's just hypocrite.
Yeah.
Again, bad writing, sure. Call it what it is, though.
Whatever. Don't buy the DLC and your character's still gay.
There you go.
Fucking Christ. It's not like it... I don't know. It's a video game, guys.
I mean, it would ignore my choice, too, because I've been playing Cassandra completely asexual.
And I've been playing Cassandra sleeping with every woman I can find. Like...
Girls, boys, whatever.
Boys, all of them. Same time. I don't care. Yeah. Yeah, I just... Whatever. I'm just still upset that she stops at humans. Alright, next story.
That is a
beautiful
bull.
Do you remember when we were talking about like Blizzard covering up for some shit by being like, "Soldier's gay"?
Yeah.
It's like, and
Ubisoft does the complete opposite. Hey, people like our game. Not gay!
But on top of that,
y'all are getting a little too cozy.
But honestly, like, just give it up. Whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Play the game, like the game. If you don't like it, don't play it.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
It's that easy.
Honestly.
But I already purchased it. Don't play
So did I, and I'm okay being in a straight relationship to have a kid.
happened.
Fuck it, whatever. That's cool to me.
And
though.
I played my character like sleeping with only women. That's all my character did. As Cassandra, because that's the only playable character. How many people do you think played as Alexis?
Apparently more people did. Actually, most people played as Alexios.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're all wrong.
The image of a Spartan is a man, so I'm surprised that people just went at it with that. Like, well, girls weren't Spartans, so...
I don't play as girls in video games. I guess we're still at that point, eh? There's still some people out there
plenty of people. And they're idiots, but let them be idiots. Whatever.
And then
if they don't want to play as a girl, don't make them.
I forget that there's the people that are also like, I need to make the character me in the game.
Yeah,
okay.
And I think I figured it out.
Oh, thank you.
It comes from a complete and total lack of empathy. They cannot, in any way, shape, or form, imagine being anyone other than themselves. They cannot project themselves onto anything else. You know what I mean? The character has to reflect them in body, mind, sexuality, gender. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, well, this isn't me. I wouldn't make this choice. I'm offended. It's like, well, the character made that choice. Don't worry about it.
You know,
but they can't.
So that's why things like Skyrim still own the world.
Yeah.
Well, like, I come at it from a completely different angle. Like, it's just like...
I'm playing a game about being a Greek fucking...
Well, because you don't have a
badass.
problem, like, living in somebody else's shoes. Like, you can just be whatever, right?
Well, and then, like, for the longest time, every game that we played, you were always a dude. So I was like... I don't know.
I've been dudes.
Yeah. It's like, it's kind of cool playing as a chick, actually, so...
But it's also like, even when I'm playing as a dude in a game, even when I'm playing God of War, I'm not a ripped demigod covered in the ashes of my dead family. Spoilers.
You never told me. People need to... these cool badass characters almost don't exist anymore. I'm surprised Cassandra and... Alexios got to Demos got to exist.
That's his cult name.
What's Cassandra's cult name?
I'm assuming it's Demos as well.
Stupid.
It should be Phobos when it's. Oh, but that's your horse's name. Maybe it's opposite.
It should just be Malacca.
Actually, did you ever notice that though? His cult name's Demos, and your horse's name is Phobos.
Mm-hmm. They fucking.
Because the Phobos and Deimos, those are the names of the moons of Mars.
He's fucking the horse?
Yeah.
Or is
I wasn't sure what Kris was getting
Or is the horse fucking him?
Both.
I don't know, it's just kind of weird.
Like, I don't go into
it's like important character, your horse.
Yeah, what if your horse is also
your horse
a demigod covered in the ashes of his
It
children?
probably is, because it's magic. You can get on a boat and go somewhere else and just be like, horse! And it's like, I'm here.
Like, you're out in the ocean, you're like, horse, I need you! It's like across the water.
Just bursts out of the ocean.
Alright, next story.
Well, I guess also with Assassin's Creed,
Yes.
I want to talk a little bit.
Even more.
Because I posted a little video to our channel as well about it.
Subscribe to our channel to find this video.
Well, it kind of
don't.
Or don't.
It's out of date now, and it ties into the whole debacle that we just discussed. So I was curious after hearing about this outrage. how it was affecting Steam reviews, because these people tend to go and, review bomb.
Something bad's happening, just like the game.
Yeah, so I went to go check the reviews, and I saw a bunch of people talking about something else happening in the game. And I was like, that can't be. So I booted it up, and it totally is. For a brief moment, they fixed it, but for a brief moment, for a couple days, every time you opened up the menu of the game, you got an ad for the new DLC.
Oh.
And you had
to close the ad, and then it would close your menu and open your menu again. The ad would be back.
Ooh.
So every single time you wanted to go to the menu, you first had to see this ad and close it. And then
And how enraging would that be as somebody who hates that DLC because the character's now straight?
Oh no.
Just every time you open it, close it.
But yeah, they did fix it, and it's funny, ever since fixing it, I checked the reviews again. All the negative things are about heteronormative, whatever. Because
we need nuclear Armageddon.
It's time for a crusade. I volunteer first
An
as
Imperial Crusade.
I volunteer for the culling myself.
Yeah, I volunteer to be crusaded.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I want to be culled.
Yeah.
The Imperium.
Myles wants to join the Imperium.
Specimen.
Myles will be an Astartes. I'll be a servitor.
I'll be the first to start.
I'll be dead.
I butter the bread.
Here's your bread, so
enough! Be gone! Imagine having a servitor just to butter your bread. I can't even eat bread. You just have so much bread all over the kitchen because he just keeps buttering it and no one's there to eat it.
Does this servitor falling on the battlefield too?
Yeah, it's just got like loads of bread, like things of butter, like bullets are going everywhere.
It's like your master just finished killing a guy. It's like, that should have taken me out. Bread, servitor!
He comes sprinting across the battlefield.
Yes, master.
I bring the bread.
Good.
Well done.
Cover his face in bread, too. I don't like looking at it.
Slap it on, dude.
Yeah. Gorgeous. Alright,
Next story. Remember when we talked about how Bethesda and
I remember talking about
I think it was
Bethesda.
Warner Brothers had settled about that Westworld game.
Oh, yeah, yes.
And that the game was going to continue to be up. Well, that's not the case.
Oh.
The Westworld game's shutting down because it is, I guess, in violation of...
So what had they previously decided on that is no longer in effect?
Well, so we didn't know. They had settled out of court, so we didn't know what. So it was probably you pay a some amount of money, not all the money that we could have extracted out of you, and you shut down your game, and you should be thankful, is what I'm imagining happened.
It upsets me that Bethesda got money.
Yeah.
Did you say that with a question mark?
No. I had a second part to
I'm
it.
angry?
But I just still hate Bethesda. Yeah, it upsets me that Bethesda got money for nothing, and that makes me hate these Westworld guys even more. Because you gave Bethesda money. Like, a lot of money.
No, but...
you're worse than the people that bought Fallout 76.
No, Fallout 76 might be good now, with the money they just got. Think about it.
They could use that money to hire Randy Pitchford to fix...
To delete their tweets.
Yeah, to delete their tweets.
Alright, next one.
Next story.
IO Interactive, the guys who make their Hitmans, have opened up a new studio in Sweden. Which is a little weird, because I didn't think Hitman 2 was doing all that well.
Well, you know what? When you're not doing well, just open another studio to make another game.
Yeah, it's Band-Aid on the wound.
And do
Specifically in a Scandinavian country.
Yeah, I've heard the Swedes make good games.
The Swedens?
Yeah. That's how it goes.
And they're
right?
nice too, and lots of IKEA furniture everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna make an IKEA game. I'm gonna make a Hitman game where you just kill people in IKEA.
I heard they make good furniture in Swedland.
Wait, does that mean you get lost while playing?
Yeah. Yeah, there's maps all over the wall, but they're just gibberish.
Okay, wait, are you Swedish Hitman, or are you still Agent 47?
How do we know Agent 47's not Swedish?
Oh, damn,
Does he
good
talk?
point.
He is white.
Does he talk?
He is white.
Does he dialogue?
He talks.
Or maybe he covers up his Swedishness.
Yeah.
He talks
How would you
like
do that,
this.
Joe? Can you do that for me?
Okay, let me be Swedish and then stop being Swedish. It's super easy. Yeah, I think Agent Hitman, Hitman 47.
47 Hitmen.
47 Hitmen inside. Okay, new battle royale. 47 Hitmen inside IKEA, and you have nothing but the furniture to kill each other with. IO Interactive. If that isn't on my desk by Sunday,
I just
morning,
imagine like Hitman 47 in like a chef's outfit, just like
standing in
just
IKEA.
throwing a lamp at like another Hitman 47 who's disguised as a sofa. Like
I want it to be like the clunky kind of movements that like Hitman has, and it's just like over.
it's like, I see that you are disguised as a chair. You're not fooling me.
Yeah, it's like one of those what are those hide and seek games called?
Hide and seek.
Prop hunt. It's like prop hunt, but you're murdering people.
Yeah. Yeah. But like the props, you don't like become a cup or a chair or whatever.
No.
It's like they go inside the lazy boy and there's like a face cut out.
Yeah.
Their head is
Yeah.
sticking out.
Yeah, this is the perfect game.
Alright. That's all I had on that one.
Oh,
Dusk. Remember Dusk?
No.
That cool game that's like Quake?
Rhyme it to me.
No.
Okay. Yeah, Dusk is dope. Go buy it on Steam.
Dusk's a cool game. It's
Actually,
first
don't
person-
buy it because they have the perfect amount of sales.
Yeah. So the story about Dusk is that they have, within a month, sold 69,420 copies.
That was their big announcement.
Like, they've definitely sold more than that now, but they're like, this is the number we've sold. 69,420, bro.
Developers like that. Like, you made a good game, joking about it. I'm immediately interested in whatever else you make
It's
next.
been funny seeing some news outlets report it as like, yeah, Dusk has sold over 60,000 copies, or Dusk has sold 70,000 copies. Excuse me?
What the fuck is that?
Just get a gust through your room?
Or is a kitten trapped outside?
That's wind.
Yeah, that's wind. Okay.
That's the wind.
Yeah, over 60,000. Just
Yeah,
almost
like,
70,000
come on,
copies.
just say it. They want you to say it.
That's
The
the-
least you can do is say it.
That's the goal, guys.
They're like, no, it's not
we're not an
70,000.
immature publication. Back to Cassandra being straight, though.
How dare?
Alright, next story. Who's the guys who
You know
make
what-
Dusk?
I don't know.
Good job, Dusk guys. Because I don't know who you are.
Little bitches.
No bitches. Selling 6,500 copies. What am I supposed to do with this? Yeah, they made a really good shooter. It's really fun. A lot of like graphical customization options and stuff. And
Hey, you can
feels
make it
good.
look shittier if you want.
Yeah, you can make it look older or a little newer, but not that new. Next news.
You know how like in
Like,
Game
it
of
doesn't have
Thrones,
Bloons Tower Defense 6 graphics.
No, nothing's really has Tower Defense 6 graphics.
you know how like in Game of Thrones, there's a guy who's like Hodor.
He is Hodor, or he's like Hodor?
Oh, he says Hodor.
Yeah, even Hodor says Hodor.
So that's like all these games media publications are. How dare?
I see your train of thought, and I like it. I get it. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Thank you.
Hodor.
EA has shut down development on their open world Star Wars game.
No
that
way.
they already shut down technically, and people are mad now and not before.
That's because they just re-announced it now. By the way,
Okay,
just
so-
in case you forgot, we shut down this game.
Okay, so here's what happened. Amy Hennig was working for EA on a new Star
She
Wars
was
game.
the Uncharted 1-3 lady.
Yeah, and they were making like a single-player adventure Star Wars thing with Visceral Games when they used to still exist. But then EA had a look at it and was all like,
This is single player.
"What
That's
do you-
it. Like, there's nothing
Yeah,
else.
nobody buys those." And then Amy Hennig left, and they shut Visceral down. They're like, "We're gonna respool their assets and make an open world Star Wars game."
I do want to point out, over the course of, like, since that happened, we've had some of the biggest single-player games released in history that have made stupid amounts of money. So EA, you're dumb.
Yeah. And then they're like, yeah, we're going to turn all this into an open-world game because that'll make us money. And then they're like, no, we're actually going to scrap that. And now people are upset. Yeah. It's like, oh, how dare they? EA killing another fan dream. It's like, dude, when they killed Visceral, that was the day.
Yeah. We've had this funeral already.
Yeah, you're a day late and $1.
It's like
dumb.
It's like they see like the 1 year anniversary of the funeral and they're like, "Oh my god, they're dead!" Fucking idiots. Yeah, it's sad to see yet another one.
Yet another.
Are you really that upset about
EA?
it?
No, EA is like an octopus with hands on the end, just strangling video game IPs and companies. Like that's what. Speaking like that Buddha thing, but there's people hanging by the necks.
That Buddha thing?
Yeah, with the arms.
You mean Kali?
You know.
Kali.
Sure. But it's usually a guy.
Buddha.
I'll Google it.
Okay.
Guy with lots of arms.
Also, speaking of EA and Star Wars, apparently, according to BioWare, BioWare has tried to get working on Knights of the Old Republic 3 several times, and EA has shut it down every time.
So, as per usual.
So, you want to get mad about something, get mad about that, I guess.
Or just don't give a shit at all.
Or just don't give a fuck. There you go. Actually, yeah, who cares about Star Wars at this point, honestly?
The only guys that made Star Wars don't give a shit about Star Wars.
Yeah, they sold it. Next story.
Yeah.
Hit me.
I'm here.
Desolate. And I remember its name because I wrote it down this time.
Yep.
It's not called Disputed.
Or Desecrate.
Or Desecrate. Desolate has left early access. I bet barely anything has changed.
It's just pictures of guys that have Buddha tattooed on their arm. I can't find the Buddha with arms. So Desecrate's left early
Wait,
access.
you're just finding a bunch of armless Buddhas?
No, guys that are tattooing Buddha on their arm. I can't find the Buddha with arms.
Like more than 2 arms?
Yeah.
I don't think that's Buddha.
Okay, but it looks like Buddha.
Alright. You sure you're not thinking Asura?
Oh, and his wrath. No, I think Myles is right. I just don't want to give him that.
The fuck did you just fucking say about me?
Don't tell Myles.
I'll have you know I graduated top of my class in the Navy.
I was wondering what you had open. Good for any situation. So Desolate's left early access.
I don't know what's changed.
So they added the third like ending part of the main story, and like overhauled a lot of the loot finding and stuff like that. So
Cool.
Well, I'm definitely down to play whenever.
Yeah.
Cool. That game was hilarious.
Chris finds it funny because you throw rocks at people.
I thought you hate it.
He does hate it. Yeah, he hates it.
No, it's a fun game that's bad.
It's not bad.
It's a bad game.
It's not a good game.
It's not a good game.
It's not a bad game.
It is a bad game.
Got
somewhere in the middle.
It's got some
It's a fair game.
It's got some cool shit in it. But the other shit that's around that cool shit...
Yeah, like hobos that are on fire or whatever.
There was homeless people. None of them were on fire,
There was a fire.
There was not a fire
There was like
guy.
a demon fire hobo guy.
That was a little
Or was
girl.
he near a fire?
There was people near
Was
fire.
it a trash fire? And there was just
fire! There was a lot of trash fires with a lot of homeless people around them.
That's what
Which is weird, because there's all these, like, towns with houses and no one living in them.
Yeah.
But there's all these homeless people just outside. It's a weird town game.
Can't help people if they won't help themselves.
Yep. I give you, like, the worst you find in these houses is all the dead bodies in the bathtubs, but I guarantee these guys aren't going to shower anyways, so.
Being that they're hobos.
Yeah, welcome to Sweden.
This is America?
This is America. Alright,
Next. So, Ronda Rousey is going to be playing the character of Sonya Blade in Mortal Kombat 11.
I just want to point out, before we go anywhere with this, Mortal Kombat 11's face tech is maybe the worst thing I've ever seen in video
It looks
games.
horrifying.
Like, the character faces look absolute trash.
So, is Sonya Blade going to look like
she looks
Ronda Rousey
awful.
now?
She didn't look like Ronda Rousey. She looks...
That would be okay. I wouldn't mind the Ronda Rousey face thing going on for Sonya.
Yeah. No, she looks hideous.
She looks like she was hit by a dumpster fire.
Sturdumpfer.
Yeah, MK11 Sonya Blade.
Anyway, She was announced as being the voice of Sonya Blade.
Which doesn't matter at all.
I could care less.
Who cares? Yet, a ton of people are... No, not people. A ton of NPCs are freaking livid about it because apparently she's on the shit list of transphobes or something. Like...
Wait, what? Like she's transphobic?
That's what they say. I've never heard of
Has she said that?
I don't know.
Is Ronda Rousey
She is.
transphobic?
Yeah, that's... See, Sonya's
That's
ugly.
probably one of the worst faces I've ever seen.
Guys, it looks like Ronda Rousey.
It is...
But yeah, when I heard Ronda Rousey
looks okay.
When Ronda Rousey was
Is
announced
Ronda
as
Rousey
playing as her, I was like, sure, whatever, I'm not going to play that game anyway, I don't care. But then it was like seeing the reaction of, wow, how dare they?
Yeah, no, Ronda Rousey's face looks nice.
Yeah, she's fine.
She has her moments.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Like if they
Sonya
modeled her
Blade
after her, like,
character.
yeah, she'd look like a totally
Is
respectable
Ronda
character.
Rousey transphobic? Oh, I'm still on images.
Also, apparently there's a $300 US collector's edition that comes with Scorpion's mask.
Oh, Joe's gonna buy that.
When role models become problematic,
Oh.
Ronda Rousey and
That's how you know this article is gold, is when you see the word problematic.
transmisogyny
Oh.
by themarysue.com.
Yeah. I wouldn't worry too much about that. I mean, be worried, but it's a battle that's already been lost, so.
Okay. So I immediately don't give a shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the story, is that people are upset because apparently she's transphobic somehow, somewhere along the line.
Well, she's not in a role... Well, no matter
Like,
what she
doesn't-
does, she can't portray that transphobia in the game anyway, so
Yeah.
fuck off, you're stupid.
Yeah, is this weird?
Like, it wouldn't matter if she hated black people. And nowhere does that character... Like,
So not only is it like you're getting outraged probably over something that I bet doesn't actually matter or mean what you think it means.
but if it did...
If it did, you and I both know that even if she apologized, which she probably did, you wouldn't and probably didn't accept it because apologizing to you people never works.
No.
There's no forgiveness ever, and also you're never content with like the damage you do to someone's career in the first place. Like they're never allowed to do anything ever again once they're on your shit list. Is what I'm getting at? I guess it's like, oh, even if it was. Because I saw the year like 2015 floated around when people were talking about like whatever Ronda Rousey did. So
That was what I saw.
Yeah,
All
so it's
articles.
been like 4 years probably, it seems.
Get over it.
And it's like, no, I'm still mad. How dare someone employ this woman? Like,
Memes
yeah, because you're that important that your feelings should transcend someone's ability to make a career or do anything with their life ever. It's like, no, this person should just shrivel up and die because my fifis were hurt.
Anybody who says that they're offended by something should probably just maybe die, because nobody gives a shit about you, and your life doesn't.
I mean,
matter.
be offended. Nothing happens though. Nothing should happen.
The problem is that things are happening.
Yeah. Anyway,
We need more people to just be erased. Global thermonuclear war.
yeah. I mean, like,
Glass it.
Glass it.
I volunteer to be among the people erased.
I'll
Like,
be first.
yeah, let them have this planet. Like, I just they can have.
Can we leave
I
and
wish
let
we
them
could,
have the planet?
I wish we could just leave. Like on a
Sign
boat.
up to go to Mars.
That'd be pretty good. Yeah, no, you see the first people going to Mars are these people. They want Earth and Mars. I'm taking something else.
I'll go hang out at Pluto.
Fuck it. Go on Pluto. Or a Starbucks with me.
Whatever. I'm living in Canada. Can't be that much color.
All right, moving on.
So Joe probably has more to say on this than I do.
Fuck.
He's just a bitch.
Wow.
They got Quake II running with RTX.
Oh, damn!
ray tracing.
Cool.
Yeah, so somebody's running Quake 2. The whole thing is ray traced.
Yeah. It looked really cool. He has
It's
to show you that after.
Fucking insane.
So it's still Quake 2. It's like polygon,
Yeah.
like shitty looking characters. And
The
everything.
characters look polygonal, but it's not rendered with polygons.
Yeah.
Everything is... Every single... I don't know
Spec?
much about the terminologies. So the only things, I guess, that are rendered are the things that are hit by light, because the light is the thing that is being created.
But it's like, it looks... So the objects and the environments, they obviously don't look real, they look like models in a way, like realistically lit.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like a stop motion film or something like that. It's like real objects, but that aren't like proportionate or something like that. Yeah, the effect is really staggering. Actually, it looks amazing.
Yeah, the thing that excites me the most about this specifically happening, not what NVIDIA's partnering with like Battlefield and Tomb Raider and Metro. You see Battlefield, and it's like it's going to have reflections and it's going to have shadows, I believe, ray traced. And then you have Tomb Raider, which is going to be doing shadows, and Metro, which is going to be doing illumination. And obviously, it's incredibly demanding. Like they're looking at 1080p, 60 FPS for this kind of stuff. But the thing that is the most exciting about this is they're starting to offload different rendering things to different parts of the GPU, because we like the 1080 Ti and the latest Titan have kind of hit it. Like you can't shrink the pieces anymore. Mm-hmm. It's too fucking optimized. You need to start offloading things to other parts of the GPU, other components in the computer, and that's why CPU has become used as much as it has over the years. But seeing people offloading things to a completely separate ray tracing method of...
Mm-hmm.
It's
like
cool.
it almost needs to. It almost sounds like you're getting at is it needs to come to a point where you have your GPU, you have your CPU, and then you have like your RTPU.
Yeah,
like a different unit that handles all the ray tracing. Business.
Yeah,
all on its own.
Because we have to go to ray tracing games. We're faking too much for it to look any better than we kind of already are.
Hitting diminishing returns.
Yeah. With Battlefield's, I can't remember what they call it, like photo rendering. Like Battlefield 5 maxed out with all of the post-processing and everything, like as high as it can go. Looks fucking gorgeous. It's one of the best looking things I've ever seen.
But all that post-processing you're layering on top of it makes it feel like shit.
Yeah, it feels like shit to play. And it's way too much shoved down one pipeline.
Yeah.
You need to start spreading these things out. And NVIDIA releasing these 20 series cards, that seems to be their response to that. It seems like a lot of the community isn't... Like, yeah, we're not there for ray tracing. That's not going to be a normal thing in games. Like, even for the next generation of consoles. Like, there's no fucking way they're going to have anything
just
to do with
you watch.
ray tracing.
They'll try and force it just so they have an excuse to be hovering around 30 again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't think...
You can't have that frame rate climb.
AMD didn't announce anything to do with ray tracing.
I guess not.
Their new lineup of cards, again, sound fucking incredible.
On paper.
It's going to be Vega all over again. It's going to be whatever the shit they had before Vega was. Ryzen's still good. I'll give them that. The Zen architecture is incredible. But yeah, NVIDIA is taking dangerous strides doing... trying to make ray tracing the thing. Mm-hmm. It's cool. And the 2060 card is fucking phenomenal. They announced that at CES and launched. I'm pretty sure they launched it, or it's in the hands of reviewers now. But it's amazing. Like an affordable card capable of A, ray tracing to a degree, B, just the brute force, like the power of this card is on par with like the 1070 Ti, 1080 kind of stuff. Okay. So they did do it. They're doing it. And this Quake thing is... If they had showed this Quake thing off at this year's CES, they would have had a better response than all the shit they've been showing for all of these huge AAA games. Mm-hmm. I feel.
Cool stuff.
That's all I have to say about it.
Those a few things. Next up is not really news, but more of just an observation we had. So after last week's podcast thingy we did, we took a look at that Resident Evil 2 one-shot demo.
Yeah.
And that thing...
Sadly, we can't upload it because the audio...
Yeah, the audio was all borked. We did record it, but we had some issues we had to resolve.
Which we think we have resolved. We'll see.
Yeah, so maybe we'll get back to doing stuff again.
Yeah.
Other than podcasts.
Yeah, not just be a podcast channel.
But that demo looked and ran better than any of the preview footage.
Yeah. It looked and ran better than almost any game I've ever fucking played, for one.
Yeah.
That thing is... Of course, it's tight corridor rooms, so I
they can kind of concentrate all their efforts, right?
And we haven't seen any big explosions or anything popping off either, but that, looked better than all of the footage they've been showing
Which
off.
is the opposite of what you get. Typically, you get bull shots, right?
Yeah.
And downgrades or whatever.
A lot of people still ding Watch Dogs for showing off this stuff, and then Watch Dogs release was not quite... Still really good, but it was not what they showed. And same with Witcher. Witcher was the same thing as well. Yeah. But people forget about that one, funnily enough.
They show off things way too early. They show off target renders or whatever. It's like, this is what we expect to get. And then reality comes colliding down. They're like, oh shit, we can't actually do this in any
had to
reasonable
optimize
way.
the game to get performance, to get it running at 30, excuse me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sounds like, Resident Evil, A, looks better than what they've showing. B, seems to be running at 60 on most things.
Yeah, I think it's 60 on the Pro and the Bozone X, so...
Zoinks.
Scoop.
Maybe I will buy it on PlayStation then.
Yeah. There's no co-op or anything, so we have no reason to get it all on the same platform. You can play it at home that way.
And
then that same day will be the...
bitch to aim.
See
roller.
what the latency is like.
You should probably download that demo.
Actually, download the demo, see if you can play it there. Or buy the game if you hate it, refund it, and buy a Steam card with it.
There you go.
And then play it on the PC.
On the PC. Because you're going to want to play it no matter what. I think we're all looking forward to that one. I think our game lineups are pretty similar this year. Resident Evil, Anthem, and then DMC or Sekiro.
That 30 minutes that I watched you play, I'm invested. I want to play it.
Yeah. I can't wait to stand over zombies, shooting them every time they sit up a little bit.
Is it not like... It's the original second game just redone, right?
Reimagined.
It's the same story. It's everything, right?
As far as I know, but I'm sure there's going to be some different puzzles and scenarios and stuff. But reimagined
content, like rooms you couldn't go in, I'm hearing from people and stuff like that, which is super cool. It's more and more,
Yeah, complete. It is a new game inspired by the original.
And you were selling me... that you play through the game twice?
Yeah, so the original version of the game had... So you played as Leon and Claire, right? You played like half the game as Leon, half the game as Claire. Or they each had their own stories.
Still can't decide which character's hotter. Probably Leon.
They each had their own stories.
Yeah.
They each had their own stories you would play through.
Sorry.
And then the game also had... You would play them in the alternate order, and like they would do things differently. There was like a what if scenario for each character, and I guess that's making its way back into this version of the game as well. So you're gonna have like effectively
lots of content,
4 playthroughs of the game, and then also I'm sure all the unlocks that will come with a typical Resident Evil game. Infinite ammo, goofy guns, all that stuff. Sounds like there is some kind of challenge survival mode type thingy in the game too to look forward to as well.
And that's not co-op.
It's just like Res 7's wasn't co-op.
Resident Evil 4 and 5's wasn't either. Or
5's was.
5's was?
Yeah.
5's was, yeah. Yeah, it was just 4's that didn't.
5, because 5 was all co-op, I'm imagining they're just like, let's make this thing also co-op. But it was laggy as fuck. It felt like shit. Like, the base game was fine. Yeah. That co-op mode, trying to line up, do the punches back and forth was such a disaster. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm looking forward to what people are going to be doing with Resident Evil 2. Like, I want to see speedruns of this new game and everything. It seems like the community, like, everybody as a whole is excited.
Mods.
That's it, boys. That's the future of video games.
Get a bigger dinger on that, boy.
Does this game have online checks?
I think it has de novo.
I wonder if it'll get any mod stuff or anything like that.
You know what? Maybe I'll buy it on PlayStation 4, and then someday I'll buy it on PC and play it on that as well.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Next up, surprise, just kind of announcement out of nowhere, a game that we had heard of a while back, and I had forgotten about.
Sekiro was canceled.
No, the Hong Kong Massacre.
Oh my god. 3 days.
That game is like Max Payne, Hotline Miami, John Woo, Hard-Boiled, Stranglehold.
I remember seeing the trailer for this when I was still in fucking college, and me and my buddy that would attempt to do speedruns of Hotline Miami till we got to the 5th level. We're super, like, this is it. This is the perfect game.
So this
and
game,
then we heard nothing for 5 years.
So this game's out the 22nd, Tuesday. Like, it's coming, boys.
I am so fucking excited.
Myles, have you seen this one before? We're going to have to show you that one, too. Holy shit. I can't remember the other things we said we had to show them.
Minecraft.
Tips and tricks.
Hong Kong Massacre. No, the Minecraft video. You can't just say tips and tricks every time. Yeah, Hong Kong Massacre looks dope. That's also coming to consoles too, so that might be one to get on the P4. I'll probably play that one with a controller. I don't tend to like those too much with the mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
So it is just like it's Hotline Miami, but it's
like 3D character models, destructible environments.
Their little blurb like on Steam describing it like references Hard Boiled, and I'm like, yeah, that's one of my favorite movies of all time.
So next up, this is one you wanted to talk about. Elder Scrolls Online announced its Elsewhere expansion.
Yeah, holy shit. ZeniMax, right? ZeniMax Online Studios.
Holding up the fort.
Yeah, is supporting the shit out of ESO. And it's crazy that this expansion is announced. It sounds so good as BFA is a burning ship sailing off into the fucking distance. Like, oh my god. I uninstalled Elder Scrolls, like, again, just because I needed space and it's fucking huge.
I think I did too.
Like, yet again, I will buy this expansion and play for a couple hours at least.
Really cool.
Yeah, I don't know much about the location or anything. They just show up dragons and cat people.
Cool.
Khajit.
I think it's the Khajit homeland.
Yeah, they're adding the Necromancer to the game. I believe was one of their big
cool.
things. There's going to be a Necromancer class.
So. Be a Bone Wizard.
Bone Wizard. So yeah, Elder Scrolls is getting a new expansion. Somehow there's MMOs still out there not dying. Final Fantasy, which is a shit MMO, but people like it, whatever. Elder Scrolls, and if WoW stops shooting itself in the foot.
Each one has like its own like one thing that it continues to.
Yeah, they're all pretty different from each other.
But like Final Fantasy is just like it's a gorgeous game.
Looks good.
Like if nothing else, like go for the
good
graphics.
Textures.
Like it looks. But
really nice. ESO looks better than Final Fantasy. But Final Fantasy looks fantastical.
Final Fantasy has better art.
Yeah.
ESO is a little more bland in terms of the art department.
Yeah.
Well, I think the thing I liked the most about Final Fantasy was like just like the visual like attacks and stuff. Like it was pretty when you would hit things.
You got to see the Ashes of Creation trailer.
I thought it looked really cool.
Yeah, there's some other MMOs that are in. We're at a point now where the game industry is in such a weird funk where, like, people are Patreon funding MMOs, and that seems like a fucking nightmare to me. But there's
because Patreon will just ban your account and no more MMO.
Yeah. But there's 2 or 3 that are moving kind of away from crowdfunding, but still supporting their thing, and they've made really good headway over the past few years. God fucking knows if I can remember the goddamn names of these games.
Lost Ark.
All MMOs sound the same. Lost Ark is Korean. If Lost Ark comes to North America, that's it. That's the game I'm playing. Like, I will dedicate fucking 1,000% of my time to that game. But there's a few MMOs that look really, 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 really good in a time where MMOs continue to die. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a graveyard of MMOs.
So it's kind of weird to see people continue, or companies continue to invest in them when it seems like the proof of the pudding is you'll die.
And making an MMO is incredibly fucking stupid, because you're never going to make enough content that people aren't going to blaze through it fast enough. Like, World of Warcraft time gates its content so that people don't go through it too fast. And people fucking hate that. I hate being time gated. I want to get everything really fast. And once I have everything, I want to run your content. Yeah. But then it's like, you can only run the raid each week to get things. And it's like, oh, well, level and alt. And it's like, no. Like, they don't seem to understand what people want to do. Well, that's why PoE is taking over the fucking world.
Well, and that's why,
because randomization,
this new season for Diablo is just... It doesn't feel bland and boring anymore.
Yeah, like everything is working, and it's random generation.
Yeah, they made the numbers bigger. It's all good.
Yeah, but like PoE's in the best spot it's ever been, and I can't play it because I hate the way it feels until you get to level 60, and then it plays exactly like Diablo. But their end game content is fucking phenomenal. Like, holy shit!
Is it?
Yeah,
I haven't got there yet.
It's running maps is amazing.
Seems like it's a long road to it.
Yeah. It's a long time to level up unless you get like the hang of everything. I'm sure Diablo is for people that are starting out. I don't know. I just don't want to dedicate the time to Path of Exile and just. I don't like games where I'm forced to interact with the community to get things, and it feels like half the builds you need to buy things from people to do. And then to counter that out, they have the self-found seasons where you only use stuff that you found and you can't interact with other people. And it's like, cool, What about an auction house? Problem fucking solved. I don't have to go to other people's world and trade gear with them. You just put it in an auction house, and the game has an economy that runs itself. I don't know. Companies are scared of auction houses because of Diablo, but
Yeah.
God fucking damn it, if Reaper of Souls had an auction house, I'd be so goddamn happy. Holy shit. Blood shards, gold, materials, resources for weapons? Sure, do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I'll burn all my death breaths just to buy this weapon. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Next up,
Yeah.
Overkill The Walking Dead was getting a console version.
They overkilled that, didn't
It's
they?
been delayed indefinitely.
It's never
A
coming.
PC version should have been fucking delayed indefinitely. That's one of the shittiest... Not take it back, there's stuff way worse. That's a...
76.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just a high-profile shit.
Yeah, yeah. This is a $60 game, which is now $30, I guess, and you get half the content. What? I don't fucking know.
Excuse me?
Yeah, these guys support the shit out of their bad games. Like, that's what they are. Like, Payday is one of the worst UIs with a really good feeling shooter that has a stupid amount of content that usually goes super cheap. That is...
Inaccessible.
Yeah, trying to get into that is a fucking nightmare. I don't know. I feel like even World of Warcraft's, 10 years old? You just turn it on, you level up, and you get better things. Well, like, Payday...
Go big.
Yeah, number go big. Diablo, same thing. The numbers don't make sense, but you still get them.
Still go big.
Payday, here's a screen. There's blips all over it. You click, something happens. We don't know.
Maybe you'll
designed the
be
UI.
putting a match with random people that are speaking in Chinese and Spanish. Maybe you'll be partnered with your friend that you're trying to play a game with. Maybe they'll boot you out to the menu.
Pre-order now. Also, that game saves all your content locally. Woo! Yikes.
Yee.
Don't do that, games. Anyways.
And last up,
Okay.
you want to talk about Dragon Ball Z Heroes.
Yeah, so that's coming to Switch and PC. It's that fucking, crazy Japanese card game that just completely ignores all Dragon Ball lore and is like, yo, remember that character from that thing that nobody really knows about? That throw it in the game. And it looks really cool. I'll show you the trailer for it. I wanted that at the end, so I remember to show you the trailer for it. Everybody check it out. Dragon Ball Heroes coming to North America. PC Switch. Is it coming anything else? PC Switch.
You kicking.
Alright, I talk too much this podcast. Let's end it.
You can email us at justkindaloafin@gmail.com. That's justkindaloafin@gmail.com. Pay no heed to that man, smooth butts.
I remembered to put it in the comments for last time.
Yeah.
The email.